This is an overview of how to use the Amazon Sourcer spreadsheet, which finds sources of Amazon products automatically. Now, I do want to point out that this is not a full demonstration. I have a full demonstration video, which you can find linked in the description of this video. This is just to give you an overall look at the process, but for the details, a complete full demo, see that other video, which is a bit longer than this one. So the first step in the process, as you can see, this spreadsheet is already occupied. So the goal will be to get products in here and then to get sources of those products in here automatically, and then to start building a products list from those sources. So first of all, what I'm going to do is actually clear a few things. I'll clear the sources, and I will also clear the Amazon product data from the sheet as well. And I will also, well, actually, I'll just start there. So the first thing is that, so now I'm starting fresh. And so the first step is actually to go to Amazon to do a search, which I already did a search in Home and Kitchen. For instance, I searched for kitchenware, and here are the products that appear. The easiest way to get this data, well, the freest way really to get this download into a spreadsheet is to use this instant data scraper free Chrome extension, and using that you can download the data into a CSV file. You can use locate next button to get more pages, to click the next button and it will be able to get more pages, and then using start crawling, it will crawl through the pages and scrape them into a CSV file, which you can then download. So I already did that, being that this is just an overview of the process. So I will go to IDS CSV. You will find that I've already imported the data in here, but I can show you how to do that quickly. It is File, Import, and Upload, Browse, and then you'll select Amazon. In this case, the file is Amazon 35. It's the last file I downloaded. I'll just open that, and that will you use replace current sheet, and that will bring the data into the sheet. And then I have a columns map sheet, and what this columns map does is it will map the data over the URLs and the titles and the prices. It will map them over. Okay, it has the map so that it knows how to align that data. So I'll go over to source and sheet and use copy IDS data, this button, and it will know where to copy the data from the other sheet. It knows where to find that data and it copies it over. There's also a get ASINs option over here, and that get ASINs option will extract ASINs from the Amazon URL. Some of these are not good URLs. They're just things that got pulled off the page. So some will not give an ASIN, but many of these are good URLs and they will give you an Amazon ASIN. And so that is the Amazon side of things. Now for the sources, you can decide to do a targeted search if you want a certain supplier. In this case, I'm not doing that, so I'll just select no. 10 sources per product, and I'm going to do a minimum match 50%, meaning I want it to be more likely to be a match in product, so that I won't just get like a whole bunch of products that don't match. Okay, and I will go ahead now to the Amazon scraper menu and start sourcing. And once you click start sourcing, it will go ahead and start trying to find sources of these products. All right, and that is basically the process of getting the sources in here. And in the full demonstration, I explain more about getting it to continue finding sources automatically for a larger number of products and all of that using triggers. That's in the full demo, so you can check the full demo again for more details. The last thing to do is to start generating a products list. And if I already have a products list, as I do in this case, I will want to reset that list, basically delete it, clear it, and there's a basic template that is left behind with formulas and everything that stays, but it just gets rid of the data. And now I will generate products list by clicking on this button, generate products list, and that will generate, okay, it will begin to generate a list of the products using the Amazon data and the sources that it is finding, supplier sources, and it will start to build that list. Meanwhile, over here you can start to look at some of these Amazon links if you wish, and you can start to look at some of the potential sources that it is finding for those different links by opening these links, source links. All right, so you can always open those up and compare it to the Amazon products to see if they are the same. But mainly I just want you to see that the products list is being built. That's going to have sources, prices and all that do not come out. In the past, I have to just dismiss these. I was using SKUGrid software, but SKUGrid is going to shut down in a couple weeks, so we won't be using SKUGrid to get prices anymore. There is the get data option that I made, but it only works for certain suppliers. You can see in the full demo when I use get data to try to extract the prices from at least some URLs, but not all of them. And that is pretty much it at this point. This is really it. In the past, I would have had a SKUGrid section if you're using SKUGrid software, but with SKUGrid shutting down, this is it. You're going to get up to a products list with your Amazon URLs and your sources. And again, if you can get prices in here with get data, or if you have some other software, some other way to get them in here, you know, you might be able to get prices from these. Otherwise, you will have to just potentially manually add prices. And again, using get data can help for some suppliers, but not all. So that is the overview of how to use the Amazon sourcing sheet. Again, if you want full details, you can see the full demo. And if you haven't even downloaded this yet, by the way, this is one of a whole bunch of spreadsheets I have. The most, I think generally most used one is this FBA sheet for FBA sellers, where they can calculate cost and profit. It's nothing with automation. It's just formulas, but it's a good template for calculating your costs and what is your profit when you're doing Amazon FBA. That's included in many other spreadsheets that I've made over the past 3 to 5 years. So you can download those. Just visit the link, come to this page, read it, and download, access that Google Drive for free. And that is about it. That is the overview of this Amazon sources spreadsheet. Hope it helps you out. Comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them below. And I'll look around to seeing you in another video.